Brett, a disappointing outcome in terms of conceding a last-minute score, but that's a young team on the pitch there. What do they take out of it?
No, definitely, and yeah, it's the frustration thing really came first half. So first half, we didn't really play our game model and how we normally play. Playing a lot of side to side, too many phases, which effectively created turnovers and handling errors and errors. But what I loved about that young team is what they did in the second half. So to come back against a really experienced Newcastle team is something that we can build on, as long as we learn those lessons from that first half.
Was that picked up by the coaches or by the players, the style of the game in that first half?
So we picked it up really early on. We actually kicked really well on the front foot and got some errors and pinned Newcastle back pretty early. But then we went away from it a little bit and almost got a bit giddy, like fool's gold, that we think there's an opportunity and we try and take the edge, and it didn't quite work and we lose possession. And the first half as well, our forwards didn't really get any dominance, so we didn't have more dominance. We didn't get any scrum penalties or dominance there. We adjusted some stuff at half time, more around our mindset really, and we had a huge change around our set piece in the second half. It was incredible seeing the difference of scrum penalties, more tries, more penalties, which is what we're about.
I think you used the expression of the players, that was a Leicester Tigers performance by that stage.
Yeah, and exactly that, and that's how we play the game. We play short phases, really aggressive, and our scrum and our maul to get penalties, to get field position, and then that power game comes again, and that's how we play. And ultimately, it wasn't there in the first half, and it needed addressing, and we got that from a young team, like you say at the start. We got a young team that found a way to get back into the game and put themselves in a position to win, and ultimately it wasn't quite good enough because they scored right at the end.
That's disappointing. Gutted was an expression you used about conceding a last-minute score there, but to be still in the battle, that's another lesson for that team.
No, definitely, and there's 2 minutes to play on the clock. They've got possession around this 10-metre line, and we give a penalty away at that breakdown, and then that gives us a field position. Whereas if we just trust our defence, trust that system around our defence, and then they don't get there. But ultimately, to be pushed over as a maul in the corner of Mattioli Woods Welford Road is quite tough to take, but we need to learn from that, and that young group will learn this on Friday. And
they take that disappointment away with them, as you say, to work on and not be in that situation.
No, you learn the most from disappointment and mistakes. If we won that, yes, we would have learned how we claw way back, but we'll learn a lot of lessons from what we did in the first half compared to the second. So we've got a brilliant contrast to work from.